Hello friends, welcome to Mechanical Engineering online classes.
In this video we will see what impact is. So by definition, impact is the phenomenon of collision of two bodies which occur for a very small interval of time, and during this time two bodies exert very large force on each other. So it is the collision of two bodies will collide with each other, and the duration of that collision will be very small, and the force that is exerted by two bodies on each other is very large. So such a collision is called impact. Let us suppose there are two bodies 1 and 2 which are colliding with each other. So if we draw a common tangent at the contact point of two bodies, and if we draw another line perpendicular to the common tangent, that is common normal, then that common normal is called line of impact. Therefore by definition, the common normal to the surfaces of two bodies in contact during the impact is called line of impact. Depending upon the position of line of impact, we have two types of impacts. One is the central impact and the other is the non-central impact. Coming to the central impact, in central impact, the line of impact passes through both the centroids of the two bodies, whereas in non-central impact, the line of impact will not pass through the centroids of two bodies. So here in the first figure we have C1 and C2. The line of impact will pass through these C1 and C2 points. But in the second figure, in the non-central impact, we have C1 here and C2 here, and line of impact is not passing through C1 and C2. The central impact is again divided into two types. The first one is direct central impact and the other is oblique central impact. Now let us look into what direct central impact is. In the direct central impact, the direction of motion of the two bodies will be along the line of impact. So in the figure there are two bodies. The first body has a mass m1 and the second body has a mass m2, and they both are traveling in the direction which is along the line of impact. Now let u1 and u2 be the velocity of the two bodies before collision, and v1 and v2 are the velocity of the bodies after collision. Now in the direct central impact, the total momentum of the system is conserved along the line of impact. So the total momentum of the system is conserved along the line of impact, means initial momentum of the system will be equal to final momentum of the system. So the initial momentum of the system is m1 u1 plus m2 u2, which is equal to final momentum of the system, which is m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Now we will see what is oblique central impact. In the oblique central impact, the direction of motion of mass centers is not along the line of impact. In the figure it is clearly shown that x-axis indicates the line of impact, which is not collinear or along the direction of motion of the two bodies. So the first body, if you consider, the direction of motion of the first body is along the u1, the velocity u1, and the second body is along u2, which are not along the line of impact. In the oblique central impact, the component of total momentum of two bodies along the line of impact is conserved. It means that you have to consider the velocity components along the line of impact, that is the x direction. Therefore m1 into u1x plus m2 into u2x should be equal to m1 into v1x plus m2 into v2x. So apart from that, the component of momentum of a colliding body along the common tangent is also conserved. Therefore, I can write this mathematically as m1 into u1y, because I am taking the component of velocity along the common tangent, should be equal to m1 into v1y. I am considering only mass m1 because he said that component of momentum of a colliding body taken individually. So this means that u1y should be equal to v1y. Again, if I consider the same for the second body, m2 u2y should be equal to m2 into v2y. This is for the second body. So this also implies that u2y is equal to v2y. So here we can conclude that the velocities along the common tangent of a body remain unchanged. That means the velocities along the common tangent before and after collision are same. The coefficient of restitution, which is denoted by the lowercase letter e. Now it is when two bodies collide for a very small interval of time, there will be a phenomena of deformation and restitution of shape. So deformation of shape we know, and restitution means regain. That means the shape will be brought back. It will not remain deformed. So when two bodies are colliding with each other, there will be deformation of shape and also regain of the shape. So mathematically, the coefficient of restitution E can be written as minus of the ratio of change in final velocity and the change in initial velocity, that is minus of v2 minus v1 by u2 minus u1. So in case of direct central impact, the coefficient of restitution is minus of v2 minus v1 divided by u2 minus u1. And for oblique central impact, we have two components for each velocity. So we have to take the x components. We have to consider the x components of velocities. That is minus of v2x minus v1x divided by u2x minus u1x. Because as we have seen in the oblique central impact, we got u1y and v1y are same, and u2y and v2y are same. So we are considering the x components for the coefficient of restitution. Similarly, we will see the value of E for perfectly elastic impact. Perfectly elastic impact in the sense the deformation is completely lost. That means the shape is totally regained. In that case, I told that the regain of the shape is 100%. Hence, E is equal to 1. And m1 u1, there is a conservation of momentum along the line of impact. Therefore, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 will be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 into v2. And the total kinetic energy before the impact is equal to total kinetic energy after the impact. Therefore, I can write half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. So for a perfectly elastic impact, E is equal to 1. For perfectly plastic impact, that means after the impact or after the collision, the shape of the two bodies will never be regained. That means the regain is 0%. That's why E is equal to 0. In such case, the coefficient of restitution E will be equal to 0. It is because the shape of the two bodies will never be regained. So here after the impact, both the bodies coalesce. That means they form together as a one whole or one mass. They stick to each other and move together. That is called perfectly plastic impact. So after the collision, they will come together and form a single mass, and they move together. So in that case, v1, the final velocity of the first body, and the final velocity of the second body v2 will be same, because they are now traveling together. And let that final velocity be v. Now here as the total momentum should be conserved, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 will be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2, but as v1 and v2 are same, I can write it as m1 plus m2 into v. One more point here to note is that the total kinetic energy is not conserved. So total kinetic energy is not conserved in the sense the total Ke before impact is not equal to that of the total Ke after impact. So as the total kinetic energy is not conserved, there will be sudden loss of kinetic energy during this impact, which is given by the total kinetic energy before impact minus total kinetic energy after impact. So the total kinetic energy before impact is half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square, and total kinetic energy after impact is half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. So the loss will be the total kinetic energy before impact minus total kinetic energy after the impact, which is half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square minus half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. So for a semi-elastic impact, that is, it is neither perfectly elastic nor perfectly plastic. So for such impacts, E is neither 0% nor 100%, but it lies between 0 and 1. That means there is a little regain of the shape. It lies between 0 to 100%. The regain of the shape is from 0 to 100%. So E also lies between 0 and 1.
Thanks for watching. If this video was of help to you, please like it and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.